I'm sure that the set of this movie smelled awful. This is Jackie.
So, whatever happened to Kathleen Turner? Oh. I'm Justin.
All aboard the Diaper Gravy Train. I'm Sam, and this is Baby Geniuses on Stinker Madness.
What's that smell?
I don't know about you, but I'm thirsty as fuck. Thirsty as fuck.
Hey, look at these!
Thrill me.
If you come back in here, I'm gonna hit you with so many rights, you're gonna beg for a left.
Thrill me.
Beg for a left.
Thrill me.
Hey, look at these!
No more hangers!
It stinks.
Hangers!
Get to the chopper! Stinker Madness.
Hello, and welcome to Stinker Madness, the podcast about bad movies for bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. With me are always Sam and Jackie. Last week, Sam was gone, and we will talk about what he did during his interlude from Stinker Madness.
What's it called when you're a doctor and you go
Sabbatical.
I was on a 1 week sabbatical.
Right,
That's
right.
a classy way to put that.
But you're back, and we
I'm
are glad
back.
to see you. You look much different than Tucker now that you're here. You both smell about the same, which is weird because it's more like it's like lilacs and stomach acid.
Yeah, it's we both use Suave and Alka-Seltzer.
Right.
We didn't clean off your chair.
Yes, we also didn't wipe down the STDs that Tucker brought
Oh,
over.
good. He wears them on the outside of his clothes.
This week on the show, we did watch a movie, one of the worst movies ever made, widely hailed as terrible, despite the fact of an overwhelming amount of 10 for 10 fake reviews on IMDB that I have no idea what the ulterior motives of bumping Baby Geniuses one up in rank. Maybe it's like a bunch of Bob Clark people that are like, Christmas Story was so good, we cannot trounce this man's reputation with Baby Geniuses 1 stars.
I think it's just meddling with the bottom 10.
Yeah.
That's all it is meddling with the bottom. Like, oh, I don't like that, so I think this should be in the bottom 10, so I'm going to make as many fake reviews of 10 for 10 stars to, like, get it into the 23rd spot or something.
There's, like, nothing is worse on the internet than fake reviews. I absolutely hate fake reviews.
Okay.
It just gets under my skin. Like, dude, how fucking pointless can you make life?
Or the Gun Day thing.
Right.
Like, Gun Day was basic. It wasn't that bad, but, like, because of some bullshit deal in it, everyone put unanimous hate, and then 8 million people make a fake reviews.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Which is what has happened to Baby Geniuses. Jackie, without revealing whether you are going to give a do or don't on Baby Geniuses, which we will manage at the end, can you kind of describe how Baby Geniuses made you feel inside?
What? What is happening? What is that a baby? The secret language. What?
It sounds like you. What it made you feel like is it makes you want to talk baby talk because all you're saying is going.
Yeah, those were my reactions during the movie. Are we seriously fucking? Sam, is this really your pick?
Yeah. We should mention that because of it's now Nonsensical November rather than Spooktober.
Right.
I missed my Spooktober episode. I've once again made this podcast a house of lies, and we're not doing Frankenhooker. We're doing this. But Justin and I did not tell Jackie we were going to watch this first. We just fucking sat her down and started the movie and said, "What are we watching?" Had no idea.
Oh, Kathleen Turner, I like her. Oh, Christopher Lloyd, wow, he's hilarious. Oh no.
Well, they're chasing something out of a lab, and I'm like, what are they? Oh, this has got to be a Monster Bud movie.
Right.
That there's going to be. Wait a second, that's a baby leg. What the fuck is this? That's exactly how I felt. And then the baby does karate and kicks somebody's ass, and I'm like, what? And it spits on somebody.
Right. Yeah.
It kind of made me not like kids.
That's that. I wonder how many people feel that way at the end of this. Like,
Decide to not have children because of Baby
it's
Geniuses.
so awful that do you end up disliking children? Because you can't blame it on the kids. It's not the kids' fault. It's
No.
adult people's fault that Baby Geniuses is what it is. most of this is just CGI babies. Babies doing baby stuff, which everybody loves, with CGI mouths and CGI bodies. And when you clip out somebody's head and then stick it on another person.
There was some composite work.
Composite, yeah. It's not the baby's fault.
No.
Freak me out.
But you're still like, do I like babies?
Well, there's a couple of the composite shots where you're like, that is the Antichrist.
Right.
You're like, that's not a baby.
Basil, whatever that kid's name was.
Basil's just a weird-looking kid.
He's a weird-looking kid.
He's the Antichrist
He
kid.
doesn't. There's no computer work here. That's just a weird-looking baby.
It's a weird kid.
All right, Sam, tell us everything you can about Baby Genius.
Oh, Bobby. Bob Clark.
Yeah.
Why? How?
Why?
Let's start like this. Christopher Lloyd, Kathleen Turner,
Right.
Kim Cattrall, Dom DeLuise, and Randy Travis in a film directed by Bob Clark.
Gotta be
Had
gold.
this been 1986, holy shit.
Right.
It's 1999, so every motherfucker in this has hit rock bottom. That's why they're in this.
What? Randy Travis wasn't at rock bottom.
In 99,
I'm pretty sure.
If you're in this movie, it's not good. Things are not good.
The follow-up success from Black Dog. Randy Travis's next move was a pretty big downcline from Black Dog Jackie, which is a terrible movie.
I liked him in this movie.
Yeah, his 4 lines.
Yeah.
In it.
Not only is he
Turn on the dinosaur.
Not only is he in Baby Geniuses, but he's barely in Baby Geniuses. Allegedly, the triplets that played Sly and Wit were actually 6.
6 years old.
6 years old.
My God.
I looked at.
Was he drinking coffee like at an early age? You know how your parents tell you, "Oh, you'll stunt your growth." I mean, what's wrong with this kid?
That's probably what their parents were. We got triplets, just jam ramrod coffee beans down their throat for Hollywood. This is how it's done. I looked. They were born in 93. This was released in 99. So 6 or probably 5. Either way, not babies.
Not babies.
And unable to deliver the lines for the most part.
They had lines?
Well, because they get a lot of the CGI mouth stuff, and it's like some of these lines a 5-year-old should be able to deliver.
Yeah, right.
I mean, really, it should happen. I would figure some of the other kids are a little older too. Their names are Leo, Jerry, and Miles Fitzgerald. They did not pursue acting. They actually are professional hockey players now.
Wait, did you just say one of them's name was Larry?
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Fitzgerald.
The other Fitzgerald.
The other touchdown Hall of Fame
the
guy.
small white hockey playing Fitzgerald with his twin brothers, the triplets. Apparently they were on like one Canadian minor league team all together. And like
the babies were.
Yes, the babies led Tier 3 hockey in Canada in scoring.
The only thing stopping these babies is Gretzky.
Yeah, no. Well, when these babies became young adults, they they kept their sticks on the ice.
Baby check? Like a body check? No.
Oh.
Okay, all right, let's move on. Forget that happened.
It has an astoundingly low Metacritic score.
It's worse than Baby Geniuses 2.
It's a 6.
They made a second one of these?
Oh, yeah.
We're watching the second one in 3 weeks, Jackie. This one won't be a surprise, though.
Oh, okay.
Baby Geniuses 2 actually held the bottom spot on the IMDb 100 for like almost or over a year.
Right.
It was
it's
the longest tenured bottom 100, bottom 1 movie was Baby Geniuses 2. However, and reading a little bit about the movies, critics are undecided which one they hate more.
Oh, man.
This one or that one, which I was
Are there any repeats?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
As far as the cast?
Yeah,
and-
No,
We'll
it's
find out.
2004, so unless they really got them on the coffee and other drugs, they would have aged some.
College geniuses. Oh, you mean people.
2% on Rotten Tomatoes. Astoundingly,
2%? How did it even get 2?
it should have a 0.
It should have a 0.
But a 6 is really, really low Metacritic.
That's one
score.
of the lowest I've ever seen.
It made $29 million.
My God.
It cost 12.
No wonder there was a sequel. That's insanity.
Yeah, you have to make a sequel.
Good God.
How many people? Oh my God! I
What?
bet they
Shit
bought
made
tickets
money.
for their babies, and they were like, "This is gonna be great. The baby's gonna love it."
The babies don't like movies. They like pooping.
There was no bright colors in it.
No, this isn't for babies. This is for moron adults.
I've totally changed my mind about having kids.
Yeah.
I kind of think now I just want to adopt one that can wipe its own butt and talk properly.
Yeah, I actually, yeah. Okay. Sam?
They did, because Super Babies still made enough money, they figured they could spin it off into a series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a TV series?
a TV series,
Okay,
a television series.
HBO After Hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I could see that.
Baby Geniuses After Dark.
Uh-huh.
Red Shoe Baby Diaries.
Just drooling on your shoe. After Dark is babies being asleep mostly.
Right.
Baby monitor cam. Now look at him in ultra black and white.
The series, however, did not meet reception in the West. Italy is as far west as it gets aired.
Okay.
And then it's aired in the Far East. So it didn't do good. And they tried to package them as movies where they would just stuff 4 episodes together and call it like Super Babies and the Mystery of the Skull or something,
Sure.
right?
Right.
But it's like when they did that with The Master, the Lee Van Cleef series, and they just jam the 2 episodes together that are completely unrelated and take the credits out of the end of the one and the beginning of the other. So you're like, this movie makes no sense. What's going on here? And then you read later and you go, oh, that's just 2 episodes of a show that are completely unrelated, and it was told to me that it's a movie. That's the way the Baby Geniuses are. The only way you can get a hold of them is that way.
I'm going to pass
Yeah.
then.
Even the Italians didn't like it, and they like some weird shit.
They like some weird shit over
That's
there.
some weird shit over
Yeah.
there. I bet it did well in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
They're just laughing at the stupid American babies that are
Right.
supposed to be geniuses.
Right.
Obviously stupid
Right.
because of what they're doing on screen. It isn't going to be the last we see of Bob Clark because he's coming back in 3 weeks for Baby Geniuses 2, and one day he will be back for what could possibly be his greatest turd achievement in Turk 182 I've never seen.
Oh, my God. Turk 182. I forgot he did that.
He did Turk 182 as well. Kim Cattrall's in Turk 182.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And she'll be back for obviously that, but we still are trying to get our hands on Mannequin, so there's still that out there too. So
Yeah.
got plenty of Kim Cattrall ahead of us. Should we get into this, guys?
Yeah.
All right. As Jackie mentioned, the movie leads with probably the strongest part of this movie. It pretty much goes downhill from here. We'll spoiler alert, but at Baby Genius Incorporated, which is a subsidiary of Baby Co., I believe, Sylvester, the baby, is escaping. He's busting out. And there's guys chasing him down, and it's hilarious because all you get is these little shots of his legs running, and he doesn't even have pants on. And I'm sorry, but Baby's not wearing pants is fucking funny.
And it's a security team. They're
Right.
yelling things that don't make sense, like maximum alert.
Right,
Some guys
right,
are,
right.
Maximum alert. And then you have the baby cam.
Baby cam, yeah.
And it comes with the pitter patter of like ninja feet.
Uh-huh.
Like he's a super fast baby because the pitter patter is so fast.
There's also a helicopter.
Yeah, they got choppers out in the air. Red team go, guys with sniper rifles up on the roofs, and they're thinking about bringing in John Matrix to capture this baby.
Yeah.
And they say that this kid escaped from 25 stories below ground. Okay.
Yeah, he's a baby genius. He busted through their systems and found the air conditioning system and crawled through it upside down, and then did that whole like Mission Impossible through the laser beams thing, all that shit.
He
I'm
probably,
pretty sure that he just died in the duct.
He's stuck there right now.
He's stuck there.
No.
His diaper got caught on something, and he's stuck in the duct, and he died. And they just think he escaped, but he's just in the duct. And in about 2 weeks, they're going to start figuring out where he's at.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's really dark. I was figuring he just took the elevator. The security guard was like, "Did you let that baby out?" And he's like, "I was not looking for fucking babies leaving the building on their own. Weird and sorry." wow, I didn't realize we had ninja babies underground here.
That's probably is what happened. He's like, I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it. I figured it was some fucking employee's kid.
That's bullshit because there's no way you could reach the buttons. You'd just be standing in the elevator jumping.
Yep.
Hiya!
She had to hit. She had to like piggyback off somebody with some height.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, so they narrow him in the courtyard in the maze. They've got a Shining style hedge maze in front of their corporate office, I guess.
Why would you? You can't have a corporate office without some bullshit like that in front of it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. And he goes full on Chuck Norris on these people to high hilarity. It is hilarious.
He does a hip toss on a guy.
He does a hip toss on a guy. A fucking baby. Who doesn't have pants on. And then it all goes downhill from there. The end. No.
Well, it's that whole shock factor of I've never seen this before. I didn't know what we were watching. And then all of a sudden there's a baby. Like, it's an escaped baby. Why the fuck do they care? And then...
Why do they care? People care when babies escape.
Yeah.
You go.
He escapes, and then he starts karate chopping people, and you're like, oh, okay, so he's like a Hulk baby, is what I'm thinking. Because I don't realize that he's a genius at this point. I just think, oh, okay, so they're training him to kill people down there in the basement. Because, you know, he's karate chopping people and he's self-defense, and so I'm thinking, oh, okay, so he's some kind of baby assassin. And, of course, they don't want him to get out. I mean, how many animals is he going to get?
Animals?
Well, they always start with animals.
That's serial killers, not ninja assassins.
Oh.
Ninja assassins can't be bothered with animals. They just go kill guys wearing yellow ninja gear.
Well, later he kills a hobo, so...
Yeah, right. Well, we'll get to that. So Christopher Lloyd comes out, and he's like, hey, baby. And the baby is just like, oh, I guess I'm trapped now because Christopher Lloyd's here. I don't really know. It's just a total shift in the action sequence. And then Christopher Lloyd's like, get back in the secret lab, and they take him downstairs, where Christopher Lloyd reveals to us that they're doing something evil with babies, and that Sylvester was separated at birth from his brother named Whit, who was a twin, and they, no matter what, have to keep them separated.
Sure.
Until they're 6 years old, because then they're going to run the tests.
Which is now, because these babies are actually 6-year-olds.
Right. Okay.
Well, and are they really doing anything diabolical? I mean, they're taking these unwanted kids and they're making them geniuses in a highly stimulating environment.
I don't even know for sure if they're making them geniuses, because at some point it's divulged that they've got like a huge collection of babies that they've just whittled down, like the survival of the fittest type, These are the 5 babies who are the smartest on the planet, and they just happen to be geniuses.
They have a bunch of centers in Pasadena that are like orphan centers or something that they say, and then
baby filters.
They get the babies out there and like, oh, this is costing $200 million a facility. I'm like, maybe you should branch outside of Pasadena if you're spending that much money. I don't know.
Well, apparently only genius babies are born in California.
In Pasadena? You ever been to Pasadena?
No.
I mean, Rose Bowl's there, but I didn't see any fucking geniuses. Especially not baby geniuses.
Sounds like it was really annoying.
It was kind of shitty. All I remember.
So upstairs, I think, Baby Co., the head of Baby Co., the CEO and the face of Baby Co. is Kathleen Turner's character, Glenda or Helda I don't
Kinder or something.
No. Whatever.
Dr. Kinder.
Yeah,
Dr.
she
Kinder.
is opening up the baby-themed theme park and revealing it to the public.
It's just a theme park.
It is.
And they're like, oh, it's a baby-themed theme park. We all love babies. The first thing you see is like a lumberjack train roller coaster. Nothing to do with babies.
Right.
Dinosaurs.
Got a giant T-Rex, very not baby-esque.
They got an ostrich.
Not a baby.
They got robot zoo animals in general.
Yeah. They do eventually get to a Thing of Nightmares giant robot baby.
It is the baby, basically, from Toy Story 3. It's an evil walking baby.
only real and huge.
And yeah.
And it's
8
got a
feet
man's
tall.
voice.
Yeah, what?
Hello, I am the baby. Give me a hug.
little girl?
And then the girl's like, I love you, giant baby. And you're like, no, you would be crying and shitting your pants.
What does your heart taste like?
Yeah.
I would scream if a giant baby like that came up to me. I'd push it down and run.
I'll be in your closet later.
Do your parents know where you are, little girl?
Got very Warrant right then.
Warrant, like the band?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's My Cherry Pie is about banging an illegal chick.
That's true. That is true.
They're
yeah.
gross guys.
Very
gross guys.
Yeah, gross guys.
You know what else was weird is that they had Santa Claus and his elves too.
Yeah, there was that because this is
Christmas Town or some shit.
barely a Christmas movie, and the only thing I can pencil in is that it was a cash grab. You get the kids and the Christmas together, and it's Bob Clark, and you're like, oh my God, we're gonna make zillions, and it's completely unnecessary.
I bet Bob put Santa in it just to get cash from a financier.
Yeah, probably.
He probably had to pull some strings to get this turd made.
Yeah. Elsewhere, we get introduced to Dan and Robin, played by Kim Cattrall and that one guy you've seen a bunch
Christopher
of.
McNichol.
Christopher McNichol, yeah.
Yes, and he's also in Ghostbusters.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the creepy guy that's works at the art museum.
No, that's Rick Moranis.
No. He's the creepy guy that works at the art museum when the guy comes through the piece of artwork with the pink slime.
So there's like, you're like, wow, Christopher McNichol has a cameo in Ghostbusters?
No,
That's-
he's like the main villain that gets taken over.
Dude, that's fucking Rick Moranis, Jackie.
No, it's not.
The Sigourney Weaver is the gatekeeper or the keykeeper, and
he's the key-
No, this
he's-
is after she has the baby. This is like the second Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, the one that we never want to talk about.
Because it
okay,
sucks.
Good thing we're talking about that. Let's talk about something that's not that movie.
He's
So
in
I'd rather-
Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And Ally McBeal. His star is
Oh, yeah,
he
that's
was
right.
hot right now. I don't
Yeah.
know why everybody else's stock is like plummeted. Most of it isn't ever rising again. I think DeLuise probably just sees this movie and is like, I'm retired from acting.
Right.
But he's big right now. I'm not sure why he's in this.
Yeah. Anyways, her husband, Robin and Dan, they are running an orphanage, which
Is a small scale version of the exact same thing that Kathleen Turner's doing.
they're running the same op.
Yeah.
but they're fucking poor.
Trying to learn the hidden language of baby talk.
The secrets of the babies.
They don't know that the babies hold the secrets of life yet. They're just trying to decipher baby language, which is also what Kathleen Turner and Christopher Lloyd are doing until about another 10 minutes. That's not what they're going for at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, they believe that Kathleen Turner is using the babies for evil purposes, which is the same purposes that they're using them for. But I guess she didn't ask if she could have babies. She just took the babies, like what's her name from the 20s in Tennessee?
It's fine. They're doing it through a nonprofit, so it's okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it's not like they're abused or kept behind bars. Oh, but they are.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And when you're done with them, you just sell them to Joan Crawford. Hey-oh!
Yeah, when they get to be 2 and they don't talk baby talk anymore.
Joan Crawford's like, I'll take them all.
And then send back these insolent little bastards.
No wire hangers!
Elena, that's her name. Heap. Christopher Lloyd's name is Heap.
Sure.
Yeah.
Heap of shit.
Yeah. They, at this point now, hypothesize in front of us because the babies have a secret language that we can't understand, that therefore they must have carried on knowledge from all of the people who have come before
Yes.
them, and so therefore must have the secrets of the universe inside of them.
Yep. Some real Dune Gola shit happening here.
All because of Goo Goo Gaga.
Goo goo gaga.
Translation, just be yourself, man. Secrets of the Earth.
Let somebody else clean it up.
What? That's the secrets of the Earth?
Yep.
Or the universe? Let somebody else clean it up?
That's the way they've been running the ocean for a while.
Okay. So the babies are sitting there being like, "Oh God, these adults are so stupid. What's our next move?" And Sly's like, "Well, I want to bust out of here, and I'm taking you guys with me." And Basil is like, "No, fuck that. We got a good thing going here. We're the keepers of the secrets of the universe. Just don't fuck it up, bro."
Yeah. We should mention Basil's keyboard solo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. They're like, he's a fucking genius. He's just a kid cramming it on a fucking keyboard.
Yeah, but if you over-synthesize it, it turns out to be Bach or something like that. And he's just pounding on these keys.
Well, he's got the baby crazy eyes like I've never seen, and he's just working this keyboard over like he's trying to smash it, and it's hilarious.
Back at the orphanage, Dan has overheard the babies talking and has now realized that he is starting to learn baby talk. And overheard one of them talking about the orphanage's finances, and it's like,
Sure.
"Hey, I'm getting keyed into this shit."
It's an orphanage daycare center research facility operating under a non-profit.
Yeah, very common.
They're very, I guess they have real financial problems, even though they've got like 2 live-in servants.
Right. Yeah. Do we have to talk about the live-in servants? They've got 3 of them.
Yeah, because they got the teenage
he's-
kid that keeps changing his appearance.
And he sucks.
And I thought he was supposed to be comic relief.
He
but
is.
Yeah.
He was just like, you're a fucktard.
Yeah. No,
He
just
sucks.
because it's failed comic relief doesn't mean it's not comic relief. His character serves no purpose other than to deliver very terrible jokes.
Do we know if he did anything else?
Not really.
No? Okay.
No.
That's not surprising.
Anyways, that night, Sly decides to bust out again. He busts through his door using high-tech gadgets that he made together, Total MacGyver's toy, and goes over to his girlfriend's cage.
Yep.
And kids in cages. Ugh. Moving on. He is like, "Come with me," and she's like, "No, I'm afraid." And he's like, "All right, later, babe." And then how does he get out?
He says, I'll take you to the mall.
Oh, right.
and then they just cut to the mall.
No, that is not
Nope,
what happened,
that's
Jackie.
not what happens. He
Oh.
has
There's
to...
a very particular way that he gets out of prison.
was the longest night of Andy Dufresne's life.
He crawls into a bin of used diapers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he's like, diaper gravy. And he gets out the same way that Andy got out.
That's right. Oh, it's so weird. Like, and I'm led to believe that they're also bringing in new diapers, or that they got to deliver the diapers that are clean, and like they just take. He gets it. He couldn't get out any other way besides crawling in his shit-stained underwears.
That they have a diaper, they're paying for a diaper service rather than this $1 million facility or $1 billion facility just having a washroom where they fucking wash the diapers.
At least they're being environmentally, reduce and reuse. They're using cloth ones rather than just chucking them in the bin, filling up our oceans with baby shit.
Baby shit.
Yeah.
They
Very
show
progressive
it's
company.
Very sad when you see the syringes and the seagulls or the straw turtles and the dolphins stuck in. You ever see a shark full of diapers? It's just as bad. Sharks, they just eat anything. Fucking 30 diapers, they don't care.
God, this shark smells like shit.
Yeah. Well, this one's not going to market. Cut it open, fucking 60 diapers fall out of it. Yep.
Okay, so
call that Pacific Alpo.
God damn it.
If you had a dog, it'd probably try to eat it.
Gross.
It's baby gravy. So he gets out finally. He goes into the diaper truck, gets dropped off at the mall somehow. Oh yeah, he just dropped off at someplace. Runs into traffic.
Yes. Babies almost getting hit by cars.
It's horrific. And he sits down in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah. Fucking rush hour.
There's just fucking cars driving past a baby in the middle of the goddamn road.
Also, almost certain that these are stock shots of New York that they've inserted this baby into.
Yeah. Well, you think that they stuck a baby in the middle of the fucking road and said, "Don't run over that baby that could move at any point in time because it's a goddamn baby."
Well, yeah, it's the only way to do it. Practical baby effects. All right, baby. How many more of these we got? I don't think this first one's going to make it.
Yeah, they had 3, and now we know why. There were actually 6 of them before this movie was released, but they had some issues with this particular scene.
Yeah.
Bring in another stunt baby. We're out of stunt babies.
No, I just mean they were careless enough to use shots of New York rather than L.A. when they set the rest of the movie in Pasadena.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So even more of a pile of crap, say.
Right. You cut me off before I could do my Peter Dinklage joke, though. He's a stunt baby. Comes in, sits down in traffic, gets hit by a car, and he's like, someday I will be doing something else.
And then somebody's like, I think Nolan North would have done it more enthusiastically.
Warwick Davis is like, fuck you. Okay, so anyways, so he runs into some bums, and
first he runs into a dog.
Yeah, I think it's the bum's dog.
No, it's just some dog.
It's just some alley dog.
It's just a Rottweiler. We're supposed to be like, oh no, that Rottweiler is gonna eat the baby, but then the dog in dog voice language is like, diaper gravy, and then runs off.
Because dogs just, they always run when something stinks.
Right, yeah. They
don't try to
things.
roll in it or
no.
claim it as their own with peeing on it or I don't know. The dog should have peed on the kid. That would have been fucking great.
I think he should have taken 2 whiffs and be like, my liege, you are my king. Roll on me and ride me. I am your new mount. As long as I smell like you forever.
Eventually, he does run into this bum and is scared, screams, while Wit is also screaming. So they have a psychic connection together because they're twins or because they're baby geniuses. I'm not sure.
I feel like it's only they have it, so they're twins. So there's like some beyond the secrets of the universe. You've got telepathic twin connections.
Right. Yeah. Which is a thing. Yeah. My twin and I always talk. I don't have a follow-up joke to that. I was hoping you guys were going to run with it, but you're just looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, that's because you don't have a twin.
Well, the listeners don't know that. I could. And maybe I do. Maybe he's in China.
Looking in the mirror and talking to yourself is not the same thing, my friend.
My twin shows me his pee-pee in the bathroom a lot.
And my twin's always giving me a handy. It's really weird.
Fucking weirdos.
Softer, Gary.
Your twin's name is Gary.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Why not?
All right, so back at Baby Co., they order a baby hunt for Sly, and he is now currently killing a homeless man. So there's murderous baby.
There's a homeless guy, and he's trying to clean up the baby for possible rewards or ransom, but then Sly crams soap down his throat and kicks him into the stall of a bathroom where he chokes to death and dies.
He does appear to die. It looks like he's deceased.
So now this baby murderers.
Baby murder. Well,
murderer.
Murdering babies.
Baby.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a killer and he's a thief.
Yeah,
because he steals this guy's fucking shit, like his cigar.
Yeah, right.
This kid is running around smoking a cigar.
Yeah, a baby. Dressed as a bum.
Meanwhile, there's some street people that are not like street people. They're just like 3 guys. Seem like normal guys just hanging out on the street at night. They're like, hey, is that a baby? Let's get it.
Let's get it.
And then they lose interest. And you're like, oh, that's weird.
Well, he dives into a baby carriage and gives him the slip because now he's made a new friend who is, he's like, I need your boots, your clothes, and your jacket. And she's like, oh, you can have everything.
Yeah.
She's like, you should take me out to dinner.
And
I'm like, ew, this is gross and creepy.
It's pretty creepy.
After they make it to the mall and he decides to take his leave from his new friend, she seems to be enjoying a post-coital cigar.
Yeah.
And she says, call me. So that murdering baby has just become a man.
Yeah, right? Right? Yep.
It is fucking creepy.
It's fucking creepy. So he hides under the Santa stage at the mall Santa stage. So now Sly has, the mall's closed, and he has the mall to himself, basically. He's Kevin McAllister inside the mall having fun. No parents, freedom.
Somebody throws this baby across the mall so he can slide underneath an electronic door to get to Macy's.
Yeah, he's got to pull an Indiana Jones, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm like, oh, that poor kid is like,
Yeah, road rash.
fucking wind knocked out of him as he hits the linoleum.
So he goes to the video game store, plays some Crash Bandicoot, which is fine, and then he has a baby fashion montage. And it's pretty weird.
And they couldn't afford Right Said Fred, apparently.
Okay.
I would have thought that would have made it better for me.
I'm Too Sexy?
Yeah.
What was the song that they do? Oh, yeah, Putting on the Ritz.
Put on the Ritz, does some tap dancing, badly, just like it's like a fucking still shot of his face, just sort of like positioned ever so incorrectly over the top of this dancing little person.
Right, yeah.
He also does Saturday Night Fever, a cowboy. He was a cowboy once. He was a street thug.
Yeah.
What else was he? There's a couple other ones, weren't there?
I don't know.
The Saturday Night Fever thing, that's this movie's like coup de grace. That's its finest moment that it thinks it's doing, is him being John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. I think it's the most offensive in terms of being offensive to filmmaking. It's the most offensive thing I've seen in a movie ever. It is an affront to art and film and storytelling, and everything else is John Travolta baby dancing.
Everything about this movie is summed up in that one shot.
It freaked me out. I did not like that. I was like, no, turn it off. Like, and they just hover there for the longest time on this.
Because it's cute. Look at the little baby doing it.
No, it was weird, and his head looks like it's been displaced.
Right, because it's shit.
It's like a completely different color than the rest of it, like his little hands and stuff, right? So it just looks weird, and
It's
Poor
like
Peter
it
Dinklage.
did baby face because it's not moving right and it's stuck at one angle, and you're like, oh my god, that dead baby is Saturday Night Fever. What? This is horrible.
Exactly.
It's like a White Walker baby. So the next day, Robin takes Whit to the mall, and Sly's like, hey, that kid looks like me, and so he goes to follow him. He's spotted by the baby company goons, because they've sent goons to the mall. I don't know how they found out where he was there, but whatever.
There was some lady in like a velour sweatsuit that spotted him.
Yeah, hey, there's a baby over there.
It was like, and then I guess the stormtroopers knew what that fucking meant, and they're like, oh, they're over there.
That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Sly then pulls a switcheroo with Whit, and Whit gets kidnapped by the Baby Co goons and taken away, while Sly pretends that Kim Cattrall is his mommy and goes home with her.
Even though she didn't remember what clothes she put on her fucking kid that morning.
Just this morning.
I guess she's got 12 of them that aren't hers or whatever. I can't tell if it's an orphanage or a
She
daycare
even
center
says,
or
what happened to your coveralls? Oh, well.
I mean, yeah, close enough. You're wearing the same shirt.
Yeah. Okay. That's good enough.
Oh, those are leather Guess jeans. I guess we'll just keep those.
Yeah, how did you, well, whatever.
Thieving baby.
So Whit has now been taken hostage and put into a baby cage.
A body bag.
Well, I meant talk back in the lab. He's now...
Oh, yeah.
He's now a prisoner of Baby Company, while Sly is hot dogging it at the playground.
He's doing back handsprings.
He's like, freedom, bitches!
Actually, the back handsprings are surprising. The first thing is he's swinging on a rope, and Christopher Mitchell goes, how is he doing it? And you're like, you're seeing how he's fucking doing it. He's swinging on a rope.
Kid on a swing.
Yeah. Whoa.
Pretty common thing, actually.
But he doesn't seem to be as surprised with back handsprings.
I have a problem with Sly here because he has sacrificed an innocent's freedom and has zero guilt about it. None.
Sly doesn't seem to be a good guy.
No.
He's killed a man.
He's black on the inside.
And he's a thief.
And
a womanizer.
Yeah.
A baby womanizer. A baby womanizing baby?
A babinizer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got loose morals.
Yeah, he's not a good guy here. But his sister, Whit's sister, immediately spots the difference. She's like, hey, dude, no. No, you're not in. It doesn't take long for Elena and Heap to also realize that the switcheroo has happened because they do a baby brain scan and are like, hey, those aren't the same baby brain patterns. They're different babies.
Yeah, this baby is stupid. What happened?
Oh, no, it's Wit.
She knows because she's the progenitor of the baby switcheroo.
Mm-hmm. She's just, but now she's stoked about it. She's like, oh, at first she's pissed, and then she starts praising everybody like, oh, thank you guys. You fumbled this into what I wanted you to do.
Which is stealing more babies.
But
I guess.
I don't know.
How was work today? Stole a baby. Put it in a baby body bag. Brought it to work.
That's
got a raise.
Good, but you got rid of the baby that we needed. So why am I happy about it? I don't know.
Because now she can run him all through some tests. And he can't escape because he's a fucking idiot. This is the idiot baby.
They're the same.
They're the same baby.
Babies, genius.
Yeah.
They're just differently geniused.
Oh, no. It's one of those where you're like, you're not strange. You're just different. And being different is being good. Why do the other kids push me down? Because, Tommy, you've got 2 left feet. And it's funny.
It's actually just your own foot pushing you down. That's horrible.
What? The baby's feet pushing itself down?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Because babies don't trip on shit ever, Sam. It's kind of their thing, tripping on shit.
Yeah, but if you watched it in slow motion to Sarah McLachlan, you'd fucking think it was sad.
But we don't. We watch it on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Fucking put Benny Hill behind it. It's fucking hilarious.
Won't somebody help these poor babies who eat shit all the time?
I will remember you.
That baby just fell down some stairs. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be sad.
I'm
Never
supposed to be sad. He's fallen in his own poo.
He's falling and he can't get up.
All right, so one of the kids at the baby in cages place has gotten a tummy ache, and she's like, I don't feel so good. And they're like, oh, no, she's crossing over.
Makes it sound like she's dying.
She kind of is.
She kind of is.
Her essence, her very, her milieu, is that the word I'm looking for? Is being taken away from her because she's turning into a normal child.
A normie.
Yeah, a normie.
And
so
her mind's eye is becoming blinded.
Right.
So she's pretty much just becoming an idiot.
Or just a not genius.
That's what happened to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, if she...
I was down in this laboratory and I was like the smartest kid there.
Right.
But like way better than Sly though. I mean, I killed like 6 people before they caught me.
Sure.
And you bedded down every baby in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I was like, oh, my stomach, I can't fight in the Civil War, and I fell over.
The Civil War?
Yeah, that's a reference that very few people are going to get, Jackie. And then you came to, and everybody's like, are you still Jackie? And you're like, I'm going to be on a podcast.
I'm so smart. SMRT.
Yeah.
And that was the rest of your life. Okay, so Elena goes to the orphanage, and Sly tries to warn the parents that she's bad and that he's not the same kid, but he can't because all he can say is goo goo gaga, and Dan doesn't know baby talk well enough yet, but she goes outside and is like, yes, that is Sly. Go get him, goons. Why didn't you just fucking go in there with a plan to get him anyways? Like, storm that place with your stormtroopers? What the hell? What's the hang up here, lady? Why does the scene even exist?
Yeah, it's not like you can't just push these 2 down.
Right.
And take what you want.
Yeah, take more. Take all those babies. Go get some more. I mean, like that's like robbing the baby bank.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get Danny Ocean to steal them babies. The old smash and grab.
Yeah.
Babies. So, guy 1 goes in there, and long story short, he gets a ski to his crotch, thanks to baby geniuses. And then guy 2 goes up there and gets the exact same thing. It sucks.
It sucks.
And then they run
What the
away
fuck?
like,
This is the best you can do with your comedy here?
we're never going to get this kid.
Right.
Also, they launch testicles like out the top of these guys' head, basically. The way that they appear to be hit in the groin region. But they won't hit him in the head with an iron.
No.
Because that would have been funnier. It's like, oh, I'm going to step right here, and he just clocks the guy with an iron. You're like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, that
guy's fucked up.
Yeah, that would have been pretty funny.
Yeah, or the second guy at least, right? But like that he throws the iron, they dodge it, only to become hit in the balls. But then the kid has to go down to the bottom of the stairs, lug the iron all the way back up to do it again.
To do this fucking shitty Kevin McAllister prank.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, Kevin McAllister had better shit than this.
Kevin McAllister would beat the fuck out of Sly.
Yeah, this is bush league shit.
Yeah, and so which means that Kevin McAllister could beat up a baby who murders human adults, which makes him pretty badass.
It does.
Yeah.
It does make Kevin McAllister pretty badass.
Not a common saying. Kevin McAllister, badass. Sly and Wit use their psychic connection to plan a baby caper. They're done with this shit. They're like, we got to take this baby corp down. And so both baby teams, the Secret Lab babies and the orphanage babies are now getting combat training, all the like Full Metal Jacket.
There's a montage.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a montage to get this shit trained up. The problem is that neither Sly nor Wit can get their respective baby teams through the idea of jumping jacks.
Yeah, they're just being babies.
Well, if there's one thing I do know. If you're going to go on a tactical mission, you must be able to do at least 5 jumping jacks.
You got to do the foot through the tire thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a whole thing, and that's how you weed out the ones that you want to put out front.
You crawl under wire in mud, whatever that device is. There's the chopping blades that are on a conveyor belt that you have to like time your in and outs perfectly. There's the fire torches that you have to block by pushing stones in front of them, and
you have to make it through the conveyor at the Mustafar facility for droid manufacturing.
Right.
Yep. And if there's one thing playing Super Mario Brothers has taught me is that I would be dead.
Yeah. You got to make it through the water level. You have to make it through the water level.
It's a lot easier with a frog suit.
With a frog suit, these kids don't have frog suits. Jesus. This movie's
they
bullshit.
should have baby geniuses, whatever it is after the series condensed. Baby geniuses 8 baby seals.
Baby seals. With Charlie Sheen.
With Charlie Sheen in it, yeah. Just keep him away from the babies because he's riddled with STDs.
Why would that matter, Sam?
Just being in 8 feet of that guy, you're going to get something. Give those babies a chance.
Hi, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their faces melt.
Everybody's got pink eye now.
Airborne chlamydia.
So Sly hypnotizes Dom DeLuise and driving them to Baby Company. It's supposed to be funny. It sucks. I know Jackie wants to talk about it, but we're going to skip it.
because it made me vomit.
Yeah. Didn't like it. The parents start calling about missing kids to the orphanage because they were supposed to come home, and instead Dom DeLuise is taking them someplace else. And so Dan and Robin are like, wait, where's all the babies? Let's find out. They call Dom DeLuise, and he's like, I'm in a trance. Come over here. And they still aren't getting it. And so the sister has to tell them the plot of the movie. And they're like, shit, we got to get to Baby Co. and free those babies.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, well, they do need 10 more in order to get their, new wing established so they can get more money.
They need 10
more babies.
10 more babies.
They need babies to get cash so they can have a nicer house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that also when they have a certain amount of babies that the babies, it goes up from $300 a month to $900 a month per baby. Mm-hmm. They were going to rake in $14,000 a month just having X amount of babies in there.
This is just baby exploitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. God, I wish we could remember what that lady's name that was the dealer of babies to Joan Crawford. God, what is her fucking name? I want to say Hedda Gabler, but I know that's not right.
Like that.
Yeah, Tennessee Williams. That's
Tennessee Williams.
Better known as Booze.
So he had a very firm grasp on tragedy because he sold children.
Right. Tennessee Williams wrote Hedda Gabler, Sam.
Wait, no, but he had the...
Or maybe that was...
Streetcar Named Desire is Tennessee Williams.
I thought Tennessee Williams was whiskey.
No, Jesus, that's Evan Williams. Man, why are you on a podcast talking about culture?
I'm not talking about culture. I'm talking about baby geniuses.
Oh, touche. All right. So they call the cops and call in a bomb threat. That's not going to come back to haunt you later on Baby Company.
Nothing happened with that bomb threat, which is like...
Well, the cops show up. That's it.
Yeah, they show up on the roof.
Right.
Yeah, they drive onto the roof.
We'll get to that later, I guess.
Sly busts into Baby Company control and starts rigging the theme park robots to attack guards, and everything is now on, and there's traps, I guess, because that's adult people can't get past a theme park.
They should have had somebody killed by the Tyrannosaurus. I was waiting for it.
Like a chomp, like Jurassic Park style.
Yeah.
That'd have been pretty cool.
Maybe pecked to death by the ostrich and clawed.
People die here.
Yeah, people die here.
Yeah.
A man falls out of a roller coaster and dies. Christopher Lloyd tries to escape via roller coaster. Apparently, he's never been on one because it goes back to the place that it started.
Ah, damn it!
Also, like, he's sheer terror for the first minute, and then he's having so much fun, he forgot he was trying to escape from babies.
There's also a robot alien with a laser gun.
There is a robot alien with a laser gun that actually shoots lasers and appears to kill guards with lasers.
Yeah, when the laser hits you in the butt, there is a shower of sparks, implying a projectile of some sort.
It's a laser gun.
It's a laser gun that kills people.
Yes.
Yes.
You should maybe, I don't know if that's like approved by OSHA, having a laser gun carrying robot at a theme park for children.
Getting back to the theme of the theme park, babies. Is that really a baby theme?
Aliens
with lasers?
Laser guns that actually shoot projectiles and kill people? No,
even
no,
without
I don't think it is.
The actual functional laser gun, aliens, not babies.
Maybe because some babies look like aliens, so it was like, maybe like the props department fucked up and they were making a giant baby, and it was like, that baby looks like an alien, and they're like, oh, it can just be an alien.
Yeah, I had I won't name names, but there's one set of friends that had a baby, and I thought V was real.
Oh, you mean Jim and Susan? Yeah, dude. Their baby is ugly.
Yeah, that was a lizard.
Oh, shit. They listen to this podcast.
Yeah. I was like, man, I'm sorry, but your baby's ugly. And I was like, that's an iguana. We didn't have children.
And then its forked tongue came out, and it was like, yeah. Like, no, oh, wait. Oh, I looked in the iguana cage. Yeah. There's the baby over there. It's
Thanks
wonderful.
for the beer. Peace out. We didn't invite you here. I'm not listening.
Who are you? Oh, come on, Jim and Susan.
Yeah.
You guys know. And they're like, we're Phyllis and Joan. Wait,
I just came to see the lizard baby that somebody told me about.
Show me your lizard baby.
There's no babies.
Is it behind the iguana?
Sir, this is a Taco Bell.
Is it behind the iguana?
That's a chalupa.
You guys are just as bad as the lizard baby people. Chalupas do look a little bit like iguanas.
Yeah. Oh, just like them, Sam. Right. Okay, so
they're both crispy.
Soft on the inside.
Both give you diarrhea. Okay, so Whit gets nabbed by Elena, and she takes him to the roof chopper that she's got up there because Baby Corpse got a chopper.
She actually sacks him, too.
Yeah, right.
Grab him. She's like, oh, you're sacked. And then takes him to the roof.
And Dan and Robin chase after her, and Dan climbs onto the ladder, trying to fight her on the helicopter ladder, falls what appears about 50 feet.
At least a strong 20.
Yeah, and should be dead.
Or breaking both of his ankles in a
ribs.
terrible accident.
Except for he didn't fall on his legs. He fell squarely on his shoulders and head.
Yeah, he didn't. He's in bad shape.
He's in bad shape.
And not if he does yoga. He's flexible. He can Gumby his way out of it.
I don't think that's how yoga works on your skull.
Yeah, it does. You just stretch that baby out.
Okay. Don't try that at home.
It's called the...
Sit on each other's heads in yoga class.
Yeah.
Hot yoga.
Let's mush this thing up.
That was hot yoga. I don't know. I didn't see anything.
I went to gummy yoga. So Robin jumps on and pulls Elena off. And as we mentioned, the cops are there on top of a roof building in cars and motorcycles. I don't know how they did that.
The helicopter pilot's a fucking dick.
Right.
He doesn't try to escape at any point. He just kind of hovers around in circles.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's all over. It's wrapped up. They've got the bad guy. They got Sly back and Wit and everything. Everybody's safe. But Sly and Wit are now crossing over because I guess they're 2 years old. I guess that's the cutoff.
They've landed their perfect caper, and now it's time to become dum-dums.
Yeah, become dum-dums. Later, Dan wakes up and tries to get the secret of life from the toddlers, but everyone's too old now, including all the other babies that weren't too old. I guess he couldn't ask anybody else. And then Randy Travis sings us out to a baby recap.
You recap the whole movie, and Randy Travis mails this fucking thing
Oh,
in.
it's a turd.
I didn't even understand what he was saying. He was just like, "Oh, love, baby, whatever."
That's exactly what it was.
It's just like a 5-minute recap of the whole movie while he's drunk or something.
Right? Right? I would be too.
He's like, I'm so damn embarrassed that I was in this piece of shit.
Question number 1. What do babies do with the secret of life?
Keep it.
That's it?
Keep it for themselves.
Why?
Because they're the keepers of the baby secrets.
Is it like a mandate from like a higher power, like a fucking scene from the Dark Crystal or something? Like, you are the keepers of the secret ways. Or are they just fucking dicks?
They're just dicks. Also, it's part of the ancestral baby knowledge to not give anyone the answers to anything.
Like, maybe one day mankind will achieve consciousness and it'll be like Star Trek 4 and they can learn all the secrets of good stuff, and then
we still won't tell them.
You will release the secrets of life, baby, to the adult people who are now ready for it. But
no, they're just dicks. I mean, they make fun of everybody.
These babies
dicks.
are cocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you really think about it, they're sitting there talking about how stupid people are, and blah, blah, blah. They're like those college kids that you just want to walk up behind and slap them in the back of the head and be like, hey, shut up, you little fucker.
They don't even know the secrets of life.
Buffy.
Yeah, what a bunch of little bastards. I mean, we should be punning these babies.
Just shaking them.
Yeah. No.
Whoa.
Never
never
shake a baby. Punt the baby.
Is that like...
Good God.
Is that like never hunt a man?
Yeah, you never hunt a man and you never shake a baby.
Yeah.
But punting him is fair game.
Sure.
Wonder if you broke just one finger and you were like, you're going to tell me or I'm going to snap every one of your fingers.
Kneecap you?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll never get the secrets of life. Whatever you are, normie.
Just tickle them.
You muggle. Son of a bitch.
They'd fucking tell you something that was bullshit and you'd believe them.
Right, I guess, yeah. There you go. That's why you can't torture anybody.
They'll just tell you whatever.
Yeah.
Because of baby torture.
Yeah, because, baby torture. Other kinds of torture, fine. Baby torture, just taking it too far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Can't trust anything. Questions? Anybody else?
So, her plan was to... Before they find out that the babies, and I don't know that they ever found out. I guess they did find out the babies have the secrets of the universe.
Right.
Before, they don't think that. They're just like trying to master education. So her plan, she's spending $200 million a year on 5 facilities to like build a better kindergarten.
That is going at the same pace of research as somebody's house. No. How do they even make money? Oh, I guess they're selling toys and shit too.
And the theme park.
Yeah.
And clothing. Right. They have clothing line.
Yeah, right. But it seems like there's some sort of evil corporation that is putting kids in cages, which we all know is not right. But like, is there like do the babies care if they're, they've got it pretty good, I think, food.
They seem like they're
diapers.
bitching about everything.
They're bitching, yeah, but the babies that are at the orphanage are bitching about everything too. These babies are dicks.
Babies are dicks.
So I don't know if Baby Co is evil.
I mean, it did give that one kid a piano.
Right?
And they all have and they're not technically cages. They're cages later because they keep escaping.
Right.
Sure.
But before, they're just like these little personalized huts.
They're like baby apartments.
Yeah, right. This is not like the babies in Logan or even the Eleven's place where she lives in Stranger Things. This is like baby paradise.
Sort of.
Well, except
Baba.
that you can fall down and drown in the water.
Yeah, it is not safe to live there, but that's just bad architecture, not necessarily evilness.
Well, they're super geniuses, so they can try not to drown.
Well, yeah, I guess they do know that they're. No, fuck this movie.
I'd like to live in that swan one.
Swan House.
Yeah, the swan house.
Yeah,
If I got to pick,
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, I will take the swan, please.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, that one's occupied, and then I would kill that baby.
Which you are going to do because you're a little bastard.
Yeah, and I'd just wait till we were in the shower and shank him
Mm-hmm.
with some Legos.
Right. That's what babies would do.
Super Babies 3, Lord of the Flies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
Yep.
where I'm pretty sure Super Babies 1 went to Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of did.
Jackie, question?
No.
Okay. Let's wrap this thing up. Final recommendations. I'm going to start with Jack's.
I'm gonna give it a do not.
Okay.
I just was annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Like after the initial, like, what? We're watching a show about a baby? Then it was like, wah, wah, after he karate chops those people in the beginning, like you said already.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I was like, okay, come on, just be over. Somebody else die or something.
I'm also going to give it a do not. Other than the smattering of baby amazement of these child actors just not getting good direction or not being capable of being directed. I don't know. Nothing lining up. It's still just insufferable. But at the same time, I don't think it deserves the reputation that it has. It's just a bad idea from beginning to end. I think that there's a lot worse movies out there than this.
There is.
This is almost viewable. Almost viewable. Sam?
I think it's like a 51% too. I thought that it, even though it didn't maintain the speed it had at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
it was stupid enough that I'm glad I finally fucking saw it.
Yeah, there's again enough stupid shit here that you almost have hope for Super Babies 2
Mm-hmm.
or Baby Geniuses 2 Super Babies, because Super Babies implies that they have superpowers, and if they got superpowers, then it'd be pretty shitty if they didn't use them all of the beginning of the movie. I mean, if it's babies flying around with laser eyes and shit, I am fucking in. That would be awesome.
It's gonna be that.
God damn it.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, the second one might be okay then. I mean, maybe somebody will get shit on. You know, like they take off their diaper and they're like, take this shit face.
Or it just takes a really hard churn and turns into like The Boys, the Amazon Prime or the Garth Ennis comic. Really dark, super, like, these babies are super powerful but super bad.
Mm-hmm. They figure out the secret to not crossing over.
Yeah.
They stay babies forever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they rule the planet.
Right. And like oppress it's like a 1984 type situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super bad babies. Got some listener feedback this week.
So are you giving it a do?
Yeah, I gave it a do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said a 51% too. Got some listener feedback this week. A new review on iTunes from listener Mr. Bodie Frog. Pretty cool name.
Bodie Frog.
Yeah.
That sounds like Bayou.
It's Bodie and not Bodie.
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 Bodie Frog.
You didn't see Solar Babies, did you?
No.
Yeah, Bodie sucks.
It's got an IE, so I'm assuming.
Okay, that's good because
Yeah.
Bodie is bullshit.
Bodie is bullshit.
Bodie sucks.
Mr. Bodie Frog calls this the best worst show ever. Great chemistry between the three hosts and constantly hilarious. So thank you very much, Mr. Bodie Frog. Please also, anybody else, go and review us on iTunes. It does make a difference.
Bodie Frog.
Bodie Frog.
I like Bodie Frog.
Yeah, it's a good name.
I'm imagining a toad with a mustache and maybe one of those little bowler hats. He doesn't have a tie on because that's not how a Bodie Frog is.
And can surf and rob banks.
No,
Oh.
but he does have a stick that he hits other frogs with.
I think you
And
just like things that hit things with sticks.
I think it's funny.
All right.
And I think that he probably rules in the Bayou Swamp.
Yep, that's how frogs.
And he rides around on an alligator named Frank.
Laptop owning frogs that listen to podcasts. Yep, you got it.
Yes, Bodie Frog.
We've got more listener feedback.
Oh, all right, fine.
I'm sure other people would like to have a say other than you. Coming from a famed listener, Jack B, who says, after watching The Lighthouse on Halloween, I have to second Tucker's recommendation. For those of you that missed the show last week or decided to not listen to an episode that has not Sam on it, Tucker watched The Lighthouse, directed by the same guy that did The Vitch, and gave it 2 thumbs up. It's a brilliant and fantastic movie, although I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did, since I was underwhelmed by The Witch. I am in the same standpoint. A lot of people love The Witch. I thought it was just okay. This is the best movie I've seen since The Shape of Water, by far the best movie I've seen this year, and is up there with The Shining as one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. I hesitate to use the word masterpiece, but I honestly think it might apply here. An absolute must-see for horror fans. So there you go, guys. The Lighthouse, that's another recommendation. And it is cleaning up in the Small Circuit Awards. So I'm pretty excited about The Lighthouse. Still want to see it.
Yep, me too. Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. That leads us to a second email of Jack's that we covered quite some time ago, where he gave us the news about the new Child's Play that was going to star Mark Hamill instead of Brad Dourif. And I was like, fuck that shit. You don't piss on Brad Dourif like that, even though Mark Hamill's super awesome. That's an insult and a slap to his face. Well, guess what? Jackie and I watched Child's Play.
We did.
And guess what? Brad Dourif could not play that character.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Chucky.
It is not Charles Lee Ray. I think that was the mistake in their marketing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been better had they just used not the Chucky branding and just made their own fucking weird doll.
Their own weird fucking doll. They wouldn't even have to call it Child's Play. It could have been called something else. And yeah, sure, that's a cash grab. It's not related to Chucky in any way.
Yeah, they should have just called it For Real Friends.
For Real Friends.
Yeah, like, you know, the kid gets a little snow leopard that is like, you're my best friend. And then it gets pissed off and like sews on its own little claws and it goes after and fucking kills people.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be Chucky in this movie.
It did not need to be part of the Child's Play.
Yeah, it's not part of the franchise.
But I will give it this, Jackie. Everybody who is anybody that watches movies knows that Hollywood is just shitting out remakes of previous movies that they've already done because somehow people keep going and seeing it. This is probably the best way I've ever seen a remake be done.
It is a really good movie.
Other than Ocean's 11, of course.
Yeah,
but
I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the creativity of using technology to advance the character. And, you know,
and he's
giving
not,
it new ways to kill people.
Yeah, he's not possessed by the spirit of a guy who needed to escape prison and could only use the child.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, a toy to do it.
He was a pissed off factory worker's revenge for being fired.
Right. So, Child's Play is a do for me. Either way, it's not SPAFA material, though. It was too good.
Yeah, it's a definite do.
Sam? You went to our friend of the show, Roman's house, and you have some Roman do's and don'ts this week.
Yes, specifically China O'Brien 1 and 2.
China O'Brien?
China O'Brien.
China O'Brien is Cynthia Rothrock, and her sidekick is Richard Norton.
Ooh.
These were 2 films that were made pretty much back-to-back. In fact, when you're watching China O'Brien 2, you kind of feel like they had a good feeling about China O'Brien 1 and just used the leftover footage they didn't use from that and tried to make another one as quick as they could.
Right.
It works out okay. They bring in Billy Blanks in the second one.
Nice.
They have
Oh my God, did he tie Bo it up?
Yeah, man.
It's not the great. Him and Keith Cook have a pretty good fight, but there's also some guy that's like in a diner for the whole thing, and you're like, these diner shots don't fit.
I am so turned on by Baby Geniuses that I thought you were going to say some guy shows up in a diaper.
Some guy shows up in a diaper.
Turns out it's a karate baby.
In the second one, there's this guy in a diner, and he's just sitting there, and you're like, these diner scenes do not fit with the rest of the movie. But it's just like they had all these pickup fights that they had to get in there because the movie wasn't long enough when they made the second one. And this diner guy has Freddy Krueger claws out of nowhere and fights Cynthia Rothrock. And you're like, what the fuck? And beyond the what the fuck's there, the whole movie series, the 2 of them, are about A lady becoming a sheriff in Park City, Utah? Wait, what?
Okay.
And it's really in Park City, Utah.
Wasn't one of the ninja movies in Park City as well?
Ninja 2 was in Salt Lake.
Okay, all right.
But I don't think
I
that
would
was,
see it
that
for.
was-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was canon, though, wasn't it?
Right,
So that didn't have
right,
anything to do with
yeah.
Raymond Chow.
Yeah.
I'd be
Utah was-
interested in. Fuck. Sorry.
Utah must have just been open for business.
Yeah. For bullshit 90s movies.
I would see the second one just because you said Billy Blanks was in it, and I remember buying his Tybo tapes.
You do know that Billy Blanks was a budget movie action star before he was that hot abs guy.
No.
Okay, well, Jackie, you've just got a world unlocked to you because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
you can go see a bunch of Billy Blanks
The
movies.
janitor is particularly fantastic. Yeah, I didn't. That wasn't like that was his retirement. Was the Tybo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like George Foreman selling grills.
Yeah.
And Suzanne Summers selling
Thigh Master.
thigh masks. Yeah, right. And
Her children.
what's her name selling mattresses? Kathy Wagner. Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner sold mattresses.
Yeah, she sells those
She
sleep
sold a
aid ones.
bunch of shit though.
Yeah, it moves up and down with the cushion of air or whatever. It's just a fucking air mattress.
So all she was the Bionic Woman, though, right?
Lindsay Wagner?
Yeah.
I thought she was on like St. Elmo's Fire or something, or St. Hill Street Blues or some shit.
Saying elsewhere?
St. Elsewhere.
I don't know.
I don't either. Thought she was married to Chuck Wagner too, or I thought she got pushed off a boat by Chuck Wagner and drowned. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, she was William Shatner's wife who drowned. In the
Nope.
boat. Okay.
She's still alive, selling mattresses.
Yeah. Well, obviously she's still alive, but she
So
came back from the dead.
was Cynthia Rothrock from China and Ed Norton from
No, it's just her nickname.
O'Brien.
She has
Ireland.
O'Brien? Yeah, from Ireland. I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. China O'Brien.
no. Her name's like Julie O'Brien or something.
Okay.
And her nickname's China, and it doesn't ever try to fucking explain why.
It's just a catchy name, I guess.
It's like when you go to a small town, right? And you get a hamburger place, and it's in the same building as the Chinese restaurant. So they're just like a smash up.
Right,
yeah.
right. Like Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
this is just straight up white lady in White Town doing karate on other white people, except for one Asian guy that has Freddy Krueger hands in the second one. Inexplicably.
Yeah, sure.
The
I want to
other
see the second one.
sort of fun thing that I'm noticing about a lot of Cynthia Rothrock movies now is that, like, did Oshkosh have an adult section?
She's always in coveralls.
It's not just that. It's like what she's wearing is like inoffensive Punky Brewster. It's like she's not cool mom. She's mom that's trying to be cool, but at the same time, it's still pretty tame.
Yeah, right.
It's just her shit sucks.
Her shit does suck.
Like her wardrobe is like, oh God, what are you wearing?
Uh-huh.
It's not cute. It's pukey.
It's pukey.
It's pukey. You're
Yeah.
wearing pukey clothes.
Yeah. And if she's not wearing coveralls, she's always wearing the blazer that has the massive shoulder pads. Like, you're kind of a strong woman anyways. Actually, you're not kind of. You're super
Yeah.
ripped and could beat anybody up pretty much. Don't go overboard with shoulder. You don't need shoulder pads. I mean,
Yeah,
You've got a nice
what the
shoulder
hell?
line.
Right.
she has in the first one when she's running for sheriff, because there's an election in China O'Brien too that takes up
Okay.
like 40 fucking minutes of the
My
movie.
God.
And it's still fun.
Vote for me or else.
Not really. She's like, oh, here's some cookies, yay! You're like, wait, what the fuck is happening here? And Richard Norton's a school teacher who was also a former special operative.
Well, you got to keep those teenagers in line.
Yeah.
That's right.
So she's got like this V-neck shoulder pad sweater and then like a polka dot undershirt with the huge color and then like those Jordache pants
Oh,
that
yeah.
had like the really wide flares
Oh,
on
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at it like,
We don't know how women's bodies work in the early 90s. Yeah. Let's make the most unflattering clothing we can.
It's kind of like hygienes,
Yep. Hygienes are not sexy.
but they're back.
They are.
They are popular.
Yep. The mom butt. Anyways, we got
those
to
are both dues. By
both
the way.
dues. Unfortunately, neither of them are streaming currently.
Unfortunately, they're also very expensive. I think
Yeah.
the cheapest you can get into them is $25
For
to
each
get
one?
both,
no,
both
for
of
both
them.
of them.
But it's if I was to say watching them back to back is more fun than I would think watching them individually.
Last but not least, as we all know, last week was Halloween, and traditionally, Jackie and I eat pizza and pass out candy to the chitlins and watch a horror movie. And usually we watch a Freddy movie, but it turns out we're almost caught up on Freddy. The only one we haven't watched in tradition is Freddy's Dead, which was not streaming on Halloween, weirdly. But, so instead, we watched Ernest Scared Stupid.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's
This
like
was a
fucking
gem.
Now, I don't want to talk too much about Ernest Scared Stupid because it is a kid's movie. And I mean, yes, we just did critique a children's movie, but I don't think it's a children's movie. I think it's a movie for stupid adults who think that their children are going to like it. What I want to talk about is Ernest himself. What is he?
What do you mean?
Well,
he was an ad guy.
I understand where he comes from in the origin of Ernest, but at one point he in the film calls himself a redneck. And I don't think he is. He's a janitor, but that doesn't inherently make him a redneck. He doesn't have guns. He has all his teeth. He doesn't live in a trailer. He doesn't have a car out in front of his house that only has wheels there that's on blocks and has been sitting there for 3 years. He doesn't have a Confederate flag. What else do rednecks do?
He's
shoot
redneck.
at hurricanes.
Yeah. He's a redneck at heart, though.
My,
I don't know. You know what I mean, Vern?
that's not redneckish.
No, not really.
I don't know what he is. Because Jackie says, well, he's an idiot. But he's not. He's very eloquent. He will give soliloquies like nobody else. And can play any role, knows Shakespeare, and knows he's a major history buff. Half of this movie he was talking about the Ottoman Empire. Like, you can't be an idiot and know all that shit.
Huh.
Well, he's also got multiple personalities.
He could be nuts. He could
In
be
this
nuts.
movie.
Or just in general.
I think Ernest Goes to Jail was the last one I saw, so I don't
Okay.
think I even saw Scared Stupid.
Yeah, well, you don't want to.
Yeah, it's a definite pass. Let me
it-
just break it down
It had
for
its,
you.
it had a couple moments, but for the most part, it's pretty stupid. I just don't know what Ernest is. He's an anomaly. He's almost like Pee-wee, because what is Pee-wee as well?
Yeah.
He's a kook. I guess that's the best you could do as a kook.
Yeah. Whimsical character.
Yeah. All right. Anybody wants to write a thesis on Ernest?
Yeah, they're
go ahead
fucking
and send that into us at Talking
all
Stinker
stuck
Madness.
in the door trying to get to their pencils fast. That's fucking not happening.
Well, it just so happens that I wrote my doctoral dissertation on what is Ernest. I shall submit it in PDF form to you.
Yeah.
That's our show, guys. That's all I got this week. Jackie, it's your pick next.
So we're either going to go on a field trip and go see Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo is at our dollar theaters, but it is rapidly seeming like it's not going to be at our dollar theaters for very much longer.
And if we don't do that, we're going to watch King Ralph.
Oh, no.
Good Lord.
Oh, my God. The 1989 John Goodman
Nonsensical November.
comedy disaster. All right. Well, enjoy your week, guys. Come back to us on Monday and get to the job. Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.